What's up, Closer Nation? It's Ryan Stewman here, and I've got a great video for you because I know people are always asking, like, hey, I got a job in sales. How do I dress? And today, I'm just going to help you out with that. I'm going to give you some illustrations, some demonstrations of how you can get your thread game right. Now, listen, when you're a salesperson, there is a fine line, whether you want to believe it or not, between you getting the sale and you not getting the sale based on your appearance. And before I start talking about clothes and everything else, I just want to break something down for some of you hard-headed sons of bitches, all right? Listen, the first thing that you need to do, I don't give a shit. If you're thinking, well, I don't need to do that, you are fucking exactly who I'm talking to, all right? The first thing you need to do is you need to go on Amazon and get you some damn Listerine strips and put them in your pocket, because if you sell face-to-face with somebody and your breath don't smell good, ain't nobody likes buying from a stank-mouth motherfucker, okay? All right? Then get your fucking shit together and go get some Listerine strips. Look, they're super easy. You don't chew gum, right? You go, my happy night. What are you, some fucking foreign prostitute? No, that's not how that fucking works. Like smacking gum in front of your customers and shit. Then gum, you gotta look for a time to throw it away somewhere where they're not, oh, nobody's looking, let me throw it away. Nah, man, look, go get some Listerine strips. They ain't even got to cut that from the camera. It's already dissolved. And I'm back to talking again. And guess what? Now my shit smells minty smooth instead of just like shit, like your breath probably smells right now. All right, so first of all, if you don't have a clean mouth, the rest of the shit that I'm telling you ain't going to matter anyway, unless you just do phone sales. And then the good news is Listerine strips will at least make your phone at the bottom smell better. Now, listen, what you got to understand is that's the same way for your BO. Make sure you get a deodorant that smells good, right? Not something that's overly like secret, all extra powdery and all that. You just need something that smells clean, right? What I use is Arid Extra Dry Gel, right? It's very genetic. I use the fresh shower version of it. It's super cheap. You can buy it in bulk on Amazon. It just takes a little bit, smells good, feels good, and it's dry, all right? Here's the thing. I also use cologne. I prefer Prada Sport Cologne. And the thing with Prada is it's expensive. It smells good, but it smells clean. So when I show up to any appointment face-to-face, my breath smells like mints without being a mint or chewing gum. It's just straight from the Listerine strip. I smell like not too much because this Prada Sport is a very clean, fresh, light smell. Just one spray only. One spray. Motherfucker, it is not a shower. You ain't trying to wash your hair in it and freaking, no. One spray. But here's what you do. I learned this a long time ago. You spray, delay, and walk away, right? You got to get right into the mist, right? When the mist comes up, you just walk and you just turn into it, right? You just be all good. That's the perfect amount, equally dispersed all over your body, right? Listen, guys, I'm talking specifically to the men here. Ladies, same thing works for you, but I'm talking specifically to the men here. Because nobody ever tells us this shit, right? Most of our fathers did some kind of fucking hard work, blue-collar job, and we got this ability to go into sales, and nobody tells us this. So we show up with our hair all fucked up, our breath smelling like 10 cups of coffee, sweating from the summer heat under the elbows because we've been showing black-on-black F-150s in the back of the car lot, and we wonder why we ain't closing deals, okay? So listen, I'm telling you what your mom and dad couldn't tell you because they didn't know, all right? So the next thing is, like I just alluded to, you got to have your hair done right, okay? You don't want to show up your hair all bushy. Listen. Right now, as I'm making this video, it's the end of 2019, right? Like, there is nobody, especially you, if you think, oh, yeah, he means nobody but me, I'm special, you're not special, motherfucker, you're exactly who I'm talking to, okay? There's nobody that shouldn't have some sort of product in their hair. There's nobody should know, at this point, no man should be walking around with some natural look. Even if you shave your head bald, put some lotion on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it nice, man. Put some lotion on it, you know? Like, there's nobody should be walking around with natural-ass hair, man. You can go, like, I use this shit in my hair, right? It doesn't look all greased and matted up. It's called Tony & Guy Wax. That's it. Like, literally, that's the name of it. Fucking wax. It's very simple. You can get it on Amazon. You can buy it in bulk, just like the deodorant and the cologne and everything else, right? And so I use the stuff in my hair. It just takes a little bit. I put it in there. It stays this way all day long. Okay? It still looks natural, but at the same time, it's put together properly. Right? And that's the same thing is for you, right? You want to make it look like you actually want to take care of yourself and that you got your shit together. If you show up to the sales thing and listen, first impression. We're instinctively programmed for the first impression to matter. So if the first impression is his hair's fucked up, his breath smells like shit, he's sweating all over the place, and he's dressed inappropriately, you're going to have to work 10 times harder than me to get that sale, because I'm going to come in there and I'm not going to have any of those objections, because I'm going to be prepared, okay? That's why I've been top producer everywhere I've ever worked. That's why I've got 9 figures in sales under my belt, okay? That's why I know what to wear in these videos. I'm not standing in front of you in a suit and tie. I'm standing in front of you in a black shirt in front of a whiteboard, and I have the same wardrobe in every damn video that I have for a reason, because I understand that the international dress code for an entrepreneur is a black t-shirt and jeans, right? Like, that's just what we all wear. And since that's who I am, that's how I identify in front of you. And guess what? If you were to walk up to me in real life right now, you know I smell like Listerine strips because I just ate one in front of you. You know I smell like cologne because I put it on before I came in the office. And nobody's ever fucking given me those objections. I got my hair cut yesterday. These are all cheap things to do. I've had the same bottle of cologne for 2 fucking years and I wear it daily. That shit, because one spray, delay, walk away, just like I said, right? Can't forget that shit. Now, let's get down to the dress code, all right? So, I explained all the behind-the-scenes stuff that your mama didn't tell you first. So let's start with your shirt. Now, it depends on your profession, okay? Now, listen, if you're a car guy, like you work in the car world, if you're wearing a Rolex that looks like mine, I am immediately skeptical of you. Because I understand most people know that car guys don't make millions of dollars, so when they look down and they see that you have a $30,000 watch on like I do, all of a sudden they're like, well, how many people is this guy ripping off with these cars to be able to afford a nice watch like that? Okay? So little subtle things like that. If you're a finance guy and you're wearing a 10-piece suit and blah, 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 again, they're going to have skepticism because they're going to think, well, I can't afford that. How the hell does he afford that? Okay, I'm telling you, you go argue with me all you want, and I know you want to look nice, and I know you want to look professional, and your manager tells you that shit too, but what you want to do is you want to look like you're working hard for them and you're an average American. Okay? Yes, you can wear a nice shirt, you can wear a nice tie, you can have a nice suit. It doesn't have to be a fashy stuff. Get you a black suit, a blue suit, not stripes and pinstripes and plaid and Prada and Balenciaga across all. Fuck that shit, right? Like, if I see you in that stuff, and I like salespeople, I want you to be rich. Wear that kind of shit to the club and to the ball and to whatever the strip club or whatever it is that you do in that kind of garb, right? It's not my thing. But wherever it is that you want to wear that shit, just don't wear it to work because it's costing you customers, because they're looking at you going, if this motherfucker can afford a $20,000 suit and a $30,000 watch, he's got $50,000. I got to work a whole year for $50,000 worth of shit. Fuck this guy. I better look around. He's ripping off somebody somewhere. Whether you want to believe that or not, I'm telling you that's what's going through the mindset of the majority. Matter of fact, the person running my camera right now didn't even know I was going to say this and is nodding in agreement going, oh shit, and I assure you should just not work in sales. That's how consumers think about you guys. Now, if you are a Wall Street dude and you are a hedge fund manager and everybody knows that you have 9, 10, 11 figures under management in your hedge fund and you're wearing a $30,000 or a $100,000 watch and you're wearing a $50,000 suit and you have $10,000 loafers on, that's expected, right? You need to look, smell, and act like money. So if you're going to be a person that works on Wall Street right now and that's your first sales job, you need the nicest suit that you can have. But again, not pinstripe, not plaid, one color with a white shirt underneath it and a nice tie. Maybe the tie is the switch out. Black suit, white shirt every day with different color ties if that's your thing. And you want to wear a nice watch, right? I always recommend a Rolex Submariner. You can get a stainless steel and black Rolex Submariner. This is a date just here. But you can get a stainless steel black Rolex Submariner for like $6,500 on Google. All right, that's what they should run. You can get a brand new one for about $9,500. They'll even finance them for you if you need. But if you're going to get a job on Rolex, that's on Wall Street or in a financial world, that's a respectable watch. You go out, you get you a suit. You can go to Suit Supply. You can go check it out online, and you can get you a nice suit for about $500 to $750 that will get perfectly tailored to your body and everything else, okay? But that's if you're in a finance job. You're a banker, right? You're a financial advisor, right? You're someone that is in that line of business, then yes, that's how you need to dress. Now listen, if you work as a loan officer, in my opinion, you should be dressed like a PGA golf pro, right? Unless you're up north where it's freaking cold as hell, but I'm talking about the south where we're at, you should be wearing a polo shirt with your company logo on it. Why wouldn't you wear a polo shirt? Like when I was a loan officer, I wore a polo shirt with a company logo on it everywhere because I want people to know what I did for a living. They could simply see that said TexasLending.com, so that's what I wore every single day, right? I'm not there to dress to impress. I'm there dressed to make an impression. You see the difference, and that impression is the name of my company, so people know what I do. When they introduce me, they automatically know what I do for a living. And so back to the point here, like, you have to know how you're dressing. I wore black slacks every single day, not fancy slacks or anything like that. When I got $40 slacks from Banana Republic that were slim fit, that fit perfectly on me, right? So I have a friend that knocks doors, a client, and Burton Hughes is his name. And he knocks doors in neighborhoods and sells roofs. That's what he does. The guy makes 7 figures in commissions annually by himself knocking doors, because part of what he's done is he's got this exact process I'm talking about, the dress code down. He smells good, looks good. He's not sweating to death, even though it's the middle of summer. He keeps a towel in the back, wipes off the sweat, all that good stuff. But he shows up in a polo shirt with his company logo on it and black slacks, right? And again, I'm not talking suit pants. I'm just talking about slacks from like Banana Republic or somewhere, Express, something along those lines. Again, you can get them on Amazon in bulk. But so here's the thing. You don't have to look all flashy, right? Like, you want to look like you belong. So you show up in a polo shirt, and you might have a Rolex Submariner watch on that might let them know that you're not just some thug off the streets, that you have some sort of standing in the neighborhood, and you show up as a representative, right? Like, if you see a lot of the people that knock doors, they'll show up in just like a t-shirt and shorts and be like, man, it's hot outside, you know, but I'm knocking doors trying to sell pest control or whatever. Like, no, you need to look like Jake from State Farm. You need to look like somebody who just got off the PGA Tour, right? Somebody who is playing golf, right? So that you show up and you're dressed accordingly. Like, if you show up knocking doors in shorts, even though it's hot in the South, people are judging you because that's not a professional look in the South. And the professional look in the South is pants, right? It's slacks. Even if you show up to the door in jeans, that's not a professional look in the South. The professional look in the South is black or gray or khaki slacks, right? So you have to think about every little detail matters. When you're showing up as an insurance person, there was one time that I went to go do a deal with an insurance person. I showed up, and it was the summertime, and they were wearing a t-shirt and shorts. Now, mind you, I've got $30 million worth of shit that I've got to insure. When I saw that person, I was like, man, if they don't care enough to even just put on some stuff and honestly look like Jake from State Farm, because that's what I expect an insurance agent to look like, right? And we're not trying to exceed expectations. We're just trying to meet the clothing expectations and then leave an impression so that we can exceed expectations everywhere else. But when I show up and this person looks, it's like, man, they're awfully comfortable, which means when I need to make an intense claim that's uncomfortable for them to fight on my behalf, they're going to have a hard time getting out of that comfort zone. And look, I want to say yes to every salesperson, right? I want to do every single deal. I hate the word no, and I will do anything to run from it, which is why I make sure that I'm dressed appropriately. When I show up to events, I show up dressed like this all the time. Every video that you see me in, I'm either wearing a short sleeve shirt or a long sleeve shirt. The same one. Every 3 months, I buy 15 shirts. I wear them for 3 months, rotate them in and out every 2 weeks. So I'm wearing one shirt every 2 weeks, throw them away. Actually, I don't throw them away. We actually go give them to the Goodwill place for free. And I order another 15 shirts. They cost like $10 a piece. Because I understand in my profession, if I show up and wear Gucci and stuff like that, the people that I need to take me serious won't take me serious, even though I can afford all that shit. I've tried it. I've split tested everything out there. I put expensive shit on and Christian Louboutin shoes and have drawn more suspicion than showing up dressed up right now, which is a Lululemon long sleeve quarter zip, which you can buy in bulk on Amazon. And I'm going to keep saying that to you guys. And some Page jeans, right? The jeans are the most expensive version of this thing. As a matter of fact, my shoes here, these are called Onitsukas. They are the very first tennis shoe to ever come to America from Japan. And just like a really quick history lesson, Phil Knight from Nike actually started selling these here from Japan, and that was the start of him creating his Nike company. Just some historical facts. So I'm wearing billion-dollar shoes, bitches, pay attention, right? And now that you know that story, you understand why as an entrepreneur, I'm wearing something neutral and black. I'm wearing jeans that are not flashy, that are like, you know, have all the rips and all this shit in them, and I'm wearing like classic, timeless shoes that have proven to be a part of a wardrobe since the beginning of time. Matter of fact, 2 weeks ago, I was with a Navy SEAL friend of mine, and we show up like, dude, you got the same shoes on, dude, the same shirt. It's like, we are still not the same. But back to the story here. Now that you kind of got an idea of what you need to dress like for a sales job, if you know somebody who's applying for a sales job, or you got a buddy that's about to get into the industry, the same thing goes for an interview. If you walk into an interview wearing $50,000 worth of clothes, you're going to automatically draw suspicion from your manager too. You want to make sure you're dressed appropriately. Never overdress. You don't have to be flashy. If you like being flashy, good for you. Do that shit on the weekends with your friends. Do it for the gram and all that shit. But I'm telling you, it's getting in. Unless you sell flashy shit, it's going to get in between you and your prospects. And in the event that you do sell flashy shit, maybe you sell watches, or maybe you sell high-end Lamborghinis and things like that for a living, then by all means, indulge yourself in the flash. So again, if you know somebody needs to share this, make sure they see it. If you're looking for more information on sales, watch the video that pops up in the corner here. Make sure you subscribe.